because we look alike, we talk alike, and we walk alike, we're a gang?
The cops are a gang.
The cops are a gang. And you know, with regard, he wasn't in a car doing a drive-by, stealing and robbing a liquor store, robbing a bank, or killing. He was on his bicycle, not even a motorcycle. He was riding around in elementary school. He didn't get killed in some dark alley where there's all sorts of illegal criminal activity. He was on a Sunday afternoon. He was going on a bike ride with his friends. And he was bike riding for, what, 2.5 hours? They said, oh, he passed the gun. Where's the sweat? I don't know. When I walk around for 2.5 hours, I get sweaty. Where's the smudges in this gun? So many things about this story that don't make sense. But you know what? When we don't speak up, nobody speaks up for us. So we need to ask this question. And we need to, when something stinks like a stinky fish, you got to tell them, this story stinks like a stinky fish. I'm not going to buy it. And you know, let me show you about the judge. So here's this judge. The family waited 2.5 years to get their day in court. They finally got their day in court. The family, by the way, as I observed them, I'm not a friend, I'm not related to them, but as a friend, you know, I watched them. Every day they went peacefully, quietly, respectfully. They sat down. They listened to everyone. They came home. They mind their own business. They got up to the stand. And unlike the other people, the cops who testified, every family went up. They put their face to the microphone. They said, I want to tell my brother's story. My brother loved to raise pigeons. My brother, he was a pigeon breeder. Fong Lee had friends. Fong Lee was a good uncle. Fong Lee had a little brother he talked to advice about girls and cars. Fong Lee could have been any one of our little brothers or cousins or sons. They made Fong a human being because in the newspaper and certain people said, oh, they said he was a gangster. Maybe when we think about gangsters, the judge, maybe, I don't know what their understanding of gangsters, maybe they probably thought Fong Lee was part of this big organized crime or whatever, enterprise. But let me tell you about what this judge did to this family that made me sick to my stomach. The judge, the family said, hey, we want to know the verdict because we waited 2.5 years, we've been every day in court, and the judge said, you guys can go home when we announce the verdict, we'll call you. No, family said, no. We will wait patiently for the jury to make the decision, and we will wait outside. Call us. Give us 10 minutes. We'll get everyone together, and we're going to come in the courtroom to listen because we want to look this jury in the face when they tell us what the verdict is. The judge comes out of the elevator. The family says, hi. Judge said, oh, it's about 12:30. You should go to lunch. You should go to lunch, and maybe when the jury comes back later, because the jury's at lunch. Well, little did we know, 12:30, the jury just got back in from lunch. And the jury was making their decision that afternoon. 1 o'clock, the jury said, we're done making a decision. The family's at lunch. Oh, we're going to make an announcement. But call the family in, boom. Right now, they tricked the family to go to lunch because they couldn't look at the family in the face and say, you know what, we as an all-white jury are going to let this guy go. Yes, he shot your son, your brother 8 times. He shot him 8 times. Yes, all this evidence is speculative. And then they said this, and guess what? They made their announcement to an empty court with some reporters, and they went home. This is so disrespectful to the family. I just want to let you guys know that. When the family came back, the security guard said, you cannot go to the court. It's closed. It's shut down. It's not open. The family said, wait a minute. We waited 2.5 years, we waited patiently, and now we can't hear the verdict? How are we going to know about the verdict? We can't have cell phones in this building. I just want to say this, Judge, my heart goes out to the family. You know, sometimes life isn't fair. One thing that I did learn as a community, as an organizer, the system is not perfect. But for us to just say it's a system, we need to be part of that system. This judge works for us. The Minneapolis Police works for us. Thomas Jefferson once said, if the people are scared of the government, it's tyranny. But if the government is scared of the people, it's democracy. We need to take our voice back. We need to take our voice back. So thank you all for coming out. Again, within 24 hours, you guys were able to come out. Next time, I challenge you, bring 5 friends. If each of us bring 5 friends and we pack the Capitol, we pack government, the government building, we pack City Hall, we will demand answers. We will get answers. Thank you.
Again, part of this whole thing, organizing today, is not only about
Fong Lee, but this is greater than Fong Lee because, like I said, or like someone said before, that if it's gonna happen in our community, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen in another community, it can be any day now. And so, one part of it is about educating ourselves and knowing our rights, so that when we get stopped by police, we know our rights and we won't let anybody mess with us. So Lillian's gonna talk a little bit about knowing our rights, and we've been passing around some flyers about knowing your rights. Read that, educate yourself, folks, and Lillian's gonna talk a little bit about it.
My name is Lillian, I'm a member of CCR, and after the Thursday verdict, we all went home and we got really, really mad. We were not only angry, we were sad, and in all honesty, we were really, really scared. Because what we thought was that if this can happen to Fong Lee, this can also happen to you, it can also happen to me, and more importantly, it can happen to the younger brothers and sisters, the future of the Hmong community. So we are really scared. We thought, we had to fight back. We had to fight back. We didn't want to fight back with bullets. We didn't want to fight back with violence. We want to fight back with knowledge. And one thing we knew was that knowledge is power. Knowledge beats power. And so if we know our rights, no one can hurt us because we are Americans. We pay taxes. We are citizens. We should also be protected by the same rights that are protecting those police officers.
Yeah.
Some of these rights, we deserve some of these rights. I just want to, we have some papers that we're kind of passing around, and I want you guys to take this home, read it, keep it, laminate it, put it in your car, whatever. But know these rights, because these are the things that can be protecting you. I'm going to outline some of these rights so that we all can walk away from today's event and know something, bring something in our heart, bring some knowledge with us. For example, if you're stopped by a police officer, you do not have to answer any questions. Okay? If you're stopped by a police officer in the street, you are not required to show your ID unless you are being arrested. And the cop itself needs to tell you that you are being arrested. Thirdly, you do not have to consent or allow any kind of search without the warrant, without a piece of warrant. A warrant is a piece of paper that gives the police officer power to search you. If you are arrested, you can tell them that you don't want to say anything until you talk to your lawyer. You have the right to remain silent. Okay? Yes, and use it. If you have ever been hurt by the police unjustly, if you know someone that's been hurt by the police unjustly, you have a right to police brutality to document it. The most important thing to do right after you've been abused by the police is to get the police officer's name, the badge number, or the squad car number. And if you don't have a paper pen on you, shout it out so that somebody nearby can write it down. Okay, always remember that. Use the knowledge, your knowledge is power, but also use your voice as power. And lastly, if you've been involved in any kind of police brutality or police abuse, make sure that you see a lawyer before you tell anyone. Okay, you need to see a lawyer. The lawyer will protect your right as a citizen.
All right, thank you, Lillian. Very quickly, I'm going to say something really quickly, and then Fong's mom or dad, they want to have a little words to us. But if kind of what Lillian said, if you had any kind of misconduct with police and you would like to talk about it, Eva Margolis is over there. If you'd like to go and give your statement to her, she is over there ready to take that down for you. Joseph Hang and Macy Zhang have sign-up information. Email, if you haven't already signed up your name, email, phone number, go over there. That's where we will be in contact with you in future activities regarding the Fong Lee trial or any future things that regards to organizing. Mi Zhang is also over there at the table. She has letters ready to write out to Mayor Ryback as well as all the representatives over there. So it's all right out. All you need to do, it's all typed up. All you need to do is get it, sign your name, put your address and stuff like that, and send it to your legislator, your representative. So definitely, when you have time, go over there. And then